Finally tonight, our person of the week, a woman who stands on the brink of a very big moment, a movie of her book, Eat, Pray, Love, on the bestseller list for 3 years. It's the story of her own journey from despair to a new horizon and a travel map for everyone lost in the middle of their lives.
I was hiding in the bathroom for something like the 47th consecutive night, and just as during all those nights before, I was sobbing.
Elizabeth Gilbert on the crisis in her life. No money, no marriage, no door, no way out. And as the readers of her book know, she began a journey toward Italy, India, Indonesia, and most of all, herself. She wrote, "Why have I been chasing happiness my whole life when bliss was here the entire time?" Flash forward 8 years, her life is about to arrive in theaters.
"You're a world traveler," he began.
"You are a world traveler.
Also one problem.
You will
lose all your money."
All your money.
People say, when you watch the movie, isn't it amazing to see yourself up on screen? I'm like, oh, it's not difficult for me to tell the difference between me and Julia Roberts. Actually, one of my favorite headlines through this whole thing that I saw was Julia Roberts to gain 10 pounds to play Elizabeth Gilbert. Like, thanks.
Gilbert herself grew up on a Christmas tree farm in Connecticut, a childhood she describes as a prairie upbringing.
We had running water sometimes when it worked. Mostly we had electricity, not always. We didn't have a furnace. We heated the house with wood that we cut all summer.
And tonight, she is still living in a small rural town in New Jersey with her husband, using the money from her success to support other artists.
I've got a lot of resources now because of Eat, Pray, Love, so I can support people's projects and other people's visions.
A woman who found 3 words for living and is living them still.
This is so out of the scale of anything that I ever expected my life to be that the best way I've learned how to cope with it, in a weird way, is to just say thank you to people who have kind things to say to me, and then sort of go back to my life, go back to my garden, go back to my marriage, go back to my town. There's an enormous reward at the end of the search. You know, that's the final lesson that I've learned.
To Eat, Pray, Love, we choose Elizabeth Gilbert, our person of the week.